Nothing turns a candidate off more than lifeless, emotionless, templated emails. And that's when things are normal. But things aren't normal right now. Things are uncertain, things are in flux, things are challenging, and even scary for some of the candidates that we'll be reaching out to. Now, ideally, us recruiters have high EQ, which is the ability to leverage the correct emotions in oneself and in another toward an outcome that we'd like to achieve. It's in these moments when we get to flex some of our most strong traits. Hi friends, in this video I want to show you some of the strategies that I've been using during this strange time to reach out to candidates. Since changing my approach, I have seen an uptick in candidate engagement, and in the types of conversations I've been having, I've noticed that there's been this far deeper emotional component to it that has really lent itself to building good rapport. So there's a lot of value in making alterations to your approach here. And if you stick to the end, I might even add a little bonus for you. And with that said, let's jump right into it. The first step is to create an appropriate template and follow-ups. Creating a custom email for every candidate that we reach out to, we know is unrealistic. However, the templates that we do create, at least for ourselves, should retain some sense of authenticity and genuineness. So the first thing to do is to make an empathetic template and follow-up emails that take into consideration the current environment and time at hand. Here is a template that I have been using, and as you read through it a bit, you can see that it's broad enough to be sent to many different candidates, but it also has a sense of immediacy and empathy as a tone throughout. So make sure that you alter those emails and follow-ups. Number 2, leverage in conversations the positives of the current environment that we're in. And there's a few different positives that could be there for potential candidates. A lot of candidates don't enjoy standing in front of strangers and whiteboarding their solutions. And during this time, it's more or less everything has gone to virtual conferencing. So now candidates can do their on-site interviews from the comfort of their own home. Another point you might think about is that stock prices in companies are heavily discounted right now. So any portion of the offer they receive in equity has the possibility of greatly increasing in value later on. Now, these are just a couple of points that you should think about, but specifically there will be benefits associated with your company. You should figure out what those benefits are so you can leverage them in conversation. Now, the last call out that I'll make is to show empathy at all times. This is a no-brainer, but the effects of this whole situation are vast and far-reaching, and people are postponing their interviews and not wanting to necessarily talk right now, and that's okay. They may have personal situations or concerns that make it difficult to interview at this time, and we need to respect their needs. What you should do in response is build an engagement strategy in place to keep these candidates that cancel or aren't ready warm. And as we show them care, we're also reflecting our company in a positive way. Also be mindful of the regional impacts and be thoughtful in your wording as different regions are impacted to greater or lesser value. Now, as promised, I do have a bonus for you. In the description, you can find the outreach that I'm personally using, and you are welcome to customize this and use it for yourself. But please, have a little bit of self-respect and don't be the recruiter who copies and pastes somebody else's email just because it's a little bit easier. Customize it, make it yours, and then share it in the comments so others can see how you've made it your own. And that's it, folks. Until next time, I'm the Rubber Duck Recruiter. This has been a lot of fun. Please stay safe. And as always, may the recruiting odds be ever in your favor.